BNA was one hell of a show. Upon previewing the list of the anime to air in spring 2020, BNA instantly caught my eye. From what I could gather from the promotional material at the time, I assumed it was a furry basketball anime done by Studio Trigger with a hint of the occult, which ultimately sounded like a lovely combination, and I was really looking forward to it. Though I was disappointed by the lack of basketball in the show, aside from the short scene where Michiru dribbles a basketball as she talks to someone. I'm not a sports person, but I was still hoping to see what they could do with the premise I was led to believe. However, sports fans still have at least a single episode to enjoy of the series, the baseball episode, my personal favorite episode. The baseball episode stood out from the rest with some amazing animation using Michiru's special abilities. I'm not someone who can really go deep into analyzing animation too well. I'm not going to try to do that, but from what I can tell, everyone loved this episode. It's fucking amazing. If any episode in the show is worth watching, it's this one. Enough about sports, on to the anime itself. First off, pacing. The first 6 episodes were wonderful, with episodes 1 through 5 introducing the world and setting to the viewer, not as the focus of all 5 episodes, but all 5 were able to help the viewer learn more about Anima City and get a feel for it. We see the protagonist Michiru Kagimori, human turned Tanuki beastman, traverse the streets of Anima City, getting to all sorts of hairy situations. Another thing seen in those first 5 episodes is Michiru reminiscing about her best friend, often mentioning how much this friend means to her. This creates a connection between the two characters using flashbacks as well as what Michiru says in the current timeline of the show. Spoilers coming up, skip to the timestamp on screen if you'd like to stay spoiler free. That connection helps create an interesting character dynamic held up by those flashbacks as Nazuna, Michiru's best friend, is introduced in episode 6, being revealed as either the main villain or possibly someone connected to the main villain, leaving Michiru stunned by this revelation. The general introduction to Anima City, the baseball episode, and this little reveal in episode 6 are all what made the first 6 episodes feel special. But it's what happens after that which didn't sit well with me. I'm not saying I dislike the show to any degree. Episodes 7 and 8 introduced an interesting character and gave us a fight that was very fun to watch. But what caused that fight, revealed in episode 9 and 10, is what disappointed me. I may have spoiled episode 6, but I won't do the same with the rest of the show. The second half of the show as a whole wasn't as fun for me story-wise. I still enjoyed it nonetheless, and it was able to redeem itself with a finale which was kick-ass, to say the least. In making this video, I didn't have anything analytical to say with this quick little review. I just wanted to express how much I love the show. That said, I do want to comment on the thematic parallels between BNA and Kill la Kill. While the theme of self-acceptance and self-expression is expressed and developed much more strongly in Kill la Kill, it also made an appearance within BNA, especially in the moments where Michiru would argue with people saying she was a human, only to later accept what she is in the moment and declare herself a beastman. That's about all I have to say with the show. On Mal, I rated the show an 8 for very good, because I greatly enjoyed the show as a whole, but the second half kept me from rating it any higher. I was thinking of mentioning how they kept using the ending theme of the show as a song both Michiru and Nazuna liked as something to show a strong bond between them, but over time, it just got repetitive and annoying, at least in my opinion. Again, that's all I have to say. Anyway, if you liked what I had to say, and generally the video, you know what to do. A rating in the form of a comment or like means a lot to me, and it would also mean a lot if you shared this video around. I'm still a really small channel. That's all I have to say about BNA. Thank you for your time, and I hope you have a wonderful day. For it, we see the protagonist water, hydrate, helps create an interesting character dynamic. That connection helps create an interesting I need to slow the fuck down. This is the second paragraph, and I've been repeating the same line, and it's 4 minutes, this is 4 minutes long, okay. I'm not saying I dislike the show to any degree. Episodes 7 and 8 introduced an interesting fight. No, it didn't introduce an interesting fight, it introduced a fucking character. I'm fucking stupid.